Welcome to our final video of Kamala Das, an introduction by Renee's English Quest. We have studied in depth. Now it's time to test your knowledge with 26 high-level MCQs. Question number 1. Which narrative voice is used in the poem? A. Third person, B. Second person, C. First person, and D. Omniscient narrator. The correct answer is C, first person, indicated by the persistent use of I. Question number 2. The line, I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1, suggests what about the poet? A. A linguistic confusion, B. Cultural alienation, C. Multilingual identity, or D. Political protest. The correct answer is C. Multilingual antiquity, showcasing her complex layered existence. Question number 3. The tone of the poem can best be described as A. Humorous and light, B. Calm and reflective, C. Bold and rebellious, and D. Detached and objective. The correct answer is C, bold and rebellious, reflecting her defiance against social norms. Question number 4. In the poem, the English language symbolizes A. Colonial power, B. Personal freedom and identity, C. Foreign domination, and D. Political authority. The correct answer is B. Personal freedom and identity, as she claims the language is her own. Question number 5. The poem belongs primarily to which literary movement of its time? A. Romanticism, B. Modernism, C. Postmodernism, or D. Renaissance. The correct answer is B. Modernism. It is influenced by confessionalism. It is generally categorized within B. Modernism for its innovative Indian language of English voice. Question number 6. The setting of the poem is mainly physical and geographical, B. Historical and political, C. Psychological and social, or D. Rural landscape. The answer is C. Psychological and social, focusing on her internal conflict and external societal pressure. Question number 7. The phrase, the language I speak becomes mine, highlights A. Cultural superiority, B. Linguistic ownership, C. Emotional authenticity, and D. Colonial resistance. The correct answer is B. Linguistic ownership, asserting her right to be the language she chooses. Question number 8. Which figure of speech dominates the poem's structure, contributing to its continuous flow? A. Enjambment, B. Metonymy, C. Simile, or D. Onomatopoeia. The answer is A. Enjambment. The line runs on that mirror natural confessional speech. Question number 9. The poem challenges which social expectation? A. Women should be educated, B. Women should obey patriarchal norms, C. Women should write in regional languages, or D. Women should remain unmarried. The answer is B. Women should obey patriarchal norms, which is the central feminist struggle. Question number 10. The they referred to repeatedly in the poem symbolizes A. Family members, B. Political leaders, C. Literary critics, or D. Society and patriarchal authority. The answer is D. The symbol, society and patriarchal authority. It is the collective source of pressure. Question number 11. Which poetic device is seen in I am a sinner, I am a saint? A. A paradox, B. Antithesis, C. Oxymoron, or D. Hyperbole. The answer is B, antithesis, placing two opposing ideas, sinner and saint, in parallel structure to show the complexity of her identity. Question number 12. The poem rejects which stereotype most strongly? A. Women as emotional. B. Women as obedient and silent. C. Women as educated. And D. Women as mothers. The answer is B. Women as obedient and silent, which she resists through her bold confession. Question number 13. Kamala Das' tone shifts in the poem from A. Optimism to pessimism. B. Submission to assertion. C. Joy to sorrow. Or D. Objectivity to fantasy. Answer is B. The shift is fundamentally from submission to assertion, completing her self-discovery. Question number 14. Which concept best explains Kamala Das' use of English? A. Linguistic nationalism. B. Post-colonial appropriation. C. Cultural alienation. Or D. Linguistic imperialism. Answer. The correct concept is B. Post-colonial appropriation, where a writer takes the colonizer's language and reclaims it for personal native expression. Question number 15. The emotional conflict in the poem mainly arises from A. Political oppression. B. Cultural displacement. C. Gender expectation. Or D. Economic dependency. Answer. The central conflict is driven by C. Gender expectation, specifically the roles imposed by patriarchy. Question number 16. The poet's use of autobiographical material serves to A. Entertain the reader. B. Assert universal womanhood. C. Express nostalgia. Or D. Criticize colonial education. The answer is the personal experience is used to illustrate a larger truth, making the answer B. Assert universal womanhood, sharing a common struggle. Question number 17. What is the significance of the poem's opening political lines? A. It demonstrates her family's long history in public service. B. It satirizes the superficial, rude nature of political knowledge in her society. C. It establishes a deep engagement with national policy debates. D. It signals her intention to focus primarily on social critique rather than personal experience. The correct answer is B. It satirizes the superficial rude nature of political knowledge in her society. Question number 18. Which theme is most central to the poem's defense of writing in English? A. A critique of other Indian poets who use only regional language. B. A deep connection to colonial era literary tradition. C. The supremacy of the English language over native tongues. And D. The freedom of a poet to claim and personalize any language for authentic self-expression. The answer is D. The freedom of a poet to claim and personalize any language for authentic self-expression. Question number 19. What literary device is employed in the use of word saris in the context of society's dictates? Dress in saris, be a girl, be wife. The answer is C. Symbolism, as the sari represents the entire complex of traditional and restrictive feminine roles. Question number 20. The act of wearing her brother's trousers and cutting her hair short symbolizes a rejection of A. The poetic tradition of writing in Malayalam, financial dependence on her husband. C. The need for modesty in public. And D. The traditional, painful and restrictive identity of womanhood in a patriarchal society. The answer is D. The traditional painful and restrictive identity of womanhood, an attempt to escape the constraint associated with her gender. Question number 21. The final assertion of self. The answer is I am the I is a culmination of which central theme? A. Patriarchal restriction. B. Identity and self-discovery. C. Emotional honesty. D. Feminism and gender inequality. The answer is B. Identity and self-discovery, marking the success of her search for an internally defined self. Question number 22. The poem's rejection of Amy in the line be Amy or be Kamala or better still be Madhavi Kuti symbolizes A. A rejection of her birth name for a pen name. B. Her inability to choose a name she likes. C. The conflict between various external identities and the confusion they create. And D. Her preference for English names over Indian names. The correct choice is C. The conflict between various external identities and the confusion they create, rejecting externally imposed labels. Question number 23. Which quote from the poem most effectively sums up the theme of emotional honesty and confession? A. The language I speak becomes mine. B. I speak 3 languages, write in 2, dream in 1. C. Don't sit on walls or peep in through our lace draped windows. And D. I am sinner, I am saint. The answer is D. I am sinner, I am saint, embracing the totality of her complex moral self. Question number 24. In the line, the language I speak becomes mine, the language is treated as a possession that the poet can claim. This is an example of A. Personification, B. Understatement, C. Apostrophe, and D. Synecdoche. The answer is A. Personification, giving the language the human-like ability to become her possession. Question number 25. The contrasting images of the man's rivers, angry haste, and the women's oceans, tireless waiting, primarily emphasizes the difference in the sexes regarding A. Their geographical origins, B. Their ability to resist societal pressure, C. Depth and size, and D. The nature of their desire, active and fleeting versus vast and enduring or patient. The answer is D. The nature of their desire, active and fleeting versus vast and enduring or patient. And with your last question. The final affirmation, the answer is I am the I, represents a resolution of the conflict between A. Free verse poetry and structured meter, B. The political sphere and the domestic sphere, C. The poet's Malayali identity and her Indian nationality, D. External societal labels or roles and poet's quest for an internal defined singular self. The final answer is D. External societal labels or roles and the poet's quest for an internally defined singular self. You are now prepared to tackle any questions on its themes of identity, feminism, and linguistic rebellion. If you found this series helpful, please like this video, subscribe for more literary analysis, study smart, and ease your exams. If you found this series helpful, please like this video, subscribe for more literary analysis, and let us know in the comment which poem or author we should cover next. Study smart and ease your exams.